Never mind that I'm running late, and it's Gordon in the morning. I'm Gordon, and I was on in the wrong place a couple of minutes ago, and just realized it. So I'm here now, and yeah, just one always a button or two too many to click. In any event, it is great to be here with you. Whoops, and I'm trying to adjust my lighting, get some things going here. Anyway. Welcome. It's Wednesday, the 29th day of December in 2029. We've got a couple of days left of the year. That's all there is left to wrap it up, tie it up in a bow, have a ceremony, call it an end of the year, and get planning and starting on the new one, the new year. This is a short form show that I do. I try to keep it around 10 minutes long, that I'm doing every weekday morning at 8:30 a.m. Pacific, in the hopes that I can inspire and inform or just entertain you a little bit as you start your day. Please do say hello in the comments if you're watching live. That's wonderful and awesome, and I'm very glad that you've joining me. And if you're watching on the replay, that's also awesome. Drop a hashtag replay in the comments and let me know. But say something in the comments so I know who's here and what you want to talk about. Commenting even just one time in those comments really does help, because it shows the social media tools that we're using that you are engaged with me and the show, and that it helps it grow and find more viewers. And that is what I would call a really, really good thing. So today is Wacky Wednesday. That's the theme for today. And I want to ask you, drop a note in the comments. Have you ever done something wacky? How did it go? What happened? What surprised you about your outcomes? And share that in the comments, because today's theme is all about what could happen if you decided to get a little wacky once in a while. Do something unexpected. Get out of your comfort zone. Good morning, Dave. Nice to see you. Get out of your comfort zone. Break some conventions. Challenge some assumptions. And put aside your own judgments, especially self-judgments. What if you defy your perceived limitations and try something you've never tried before? Do something you've never done, or just do something that's not expected from you. You know, if you're known to the world as an accountant, get out and grab a hunk of clay and sculpt something, or just do something different and make it part of your public persona. Be visible in your wackiness. Wacky Wednesday means that I am challenging you to do just that. Now, if you have never done anything wacky in your life, it's high time you tried and started. Put aside your ordinary persona momentarily and pick something, maybe something you've always had that little fantasy about, and just do it. Once again, I'm going to welcome folks, because I see more people coming in and watching. If you're watching live, I'd love it if you'd say something in the comments so I know you're here. I'll say hello back if I can. And share with me your wackiness, something about you, something you've done that's a little wacky, out of character, out of the ordinary for you. Now, I'm not talking about something, I want you to put your ordinary persona aside and pick that little something that you've always had a little fantasy about and just sort of made yourself say, oh, I could never do that. Now, don't do something self-destructive, of course. Do something that gives you that feeling of, oh gosh, I couldn't do that, and try it. Because this is how achievements happen. When you go beyond what you always do, when you get out of that comfort zone and try something new, different, bold, and unexpected, that's when magic happens, because you are doing differently. There's an old saying, nothing ventured, nothing gained. You can't get if you don't ask. Shaking things up is a good thing. One of my coaches says, what got you here won't get you there to the next level that you're aiming for. You've got to change things up and do things differently. And the definition of insanity, some say, I think it was Einstein is the one who was quoted as it, is repeating the same actions, expecting different outcomes. So if you want something different out of life, you gotta do something different with your life. The sky will not fall down. The world will not stop revolving around the sun. And people, the ones worth having in your life at least, will not judge you by a wacky thing once in a while. It may even grow their respect for you. One wacky thing that I've done I think say maybe 2 years ago, gosh, a while, it's time for something new, but a while ago, I just went live when I was still pretty new at doing this live video thing. And I just did a chair dance for a couple of minutes in front of the world, and I got some of the most positive comments and fun engagement out of people. If you haven't been public in your gratitude, maybe that's something you could start doing. It's a little wacky. People will look at it a little differently, but they're not going to judge you. They're going to adjust their thinking about you a little bit and their expectations of you. And I think that is a really, really good thing. So let me ask you again, before I wrap it up and sign off, what have you done in your life that was a little wacky, seemed a little wacky to you or to the others in your life at the time? And how did it work out for you? Maybe it's just to, join the Polar Bear Club and go skinny dipping on what is it, New Year's Day or something like that. Maybe it's to change your hair color or hairstyle, shave your head if you've got a full head of hair, grow one of these or get rid of one of these, all kinds of things you can do that are just a little wacky. A little changing things up from time to time is really, really good. So what's that thing that you've always internally giggled at the thought of? Just, that little internal smile, gosh, what if I did this? Or what if I said that thing? Or what if I just was a little more blunt in my messaging or just zigged when everybody else is zagging, right? I dare you to do that thing. Wearing a hat and a vest just to look different. That's exactly the kind of thing I'm talking about. I have a friend who got a gold lame tuxedo jacket that he started wearing to special events. And I'll tell you, if that doesn't catch the eye, look, that's not something everybody can pull off, right? But I promise you, if you try, you probably can pull something like that off. Maybe it's just a splash of color. Most people don't see this, but I wear weird, funky, wild socks. And it's become a thing in our family. The gifts that my family give me are weird socks that they found out there in the world and so on. And I don't wear neckties, so a little splash of something different with the socks is one thing. Me doing these videos is something that you don't expect most lawyers, who are very, sort of buttoned down and serious in their demeanor. And, hey, you got to be, the voice of reason and the voice of stability. Well, you know what? I'm dedicated to a consistency with this, but I'm willing to, laugh at myself a little bit, make a little bit of fun, be transparent when I make a mistake and the video doesn't look right, or I went to the wrong live feed this morning, things like that. And that's fun. Dave says, in my personal life, about 20 years ago, I went on one of those upside down all around rides at the fair. I don't know what I was thinking, but I know what I was feeling after. Well, Dave, I'm sure that may not have been the most positive influence in your life. But again, good for you for suspending your better judgment about things. I mean, maybe you want to go skydiving or bungee jumping, or maybe you just want to go out in a public place and with a canvas and some paints and paint something that you've never done, those kinds of things, and capture it if it's an appropriate thing to capture. Look, maybe it's just going out and gardening naked one day, and there's a day of the year which is supposed to be Naked Gardening Day, I think. But you get the point. I think you will surprise yourself with not just the fact that you did this thing, but you'll feel proud of it afterwards, and others around you will comment on it. It will get engagement going, and having good conversation, good discussion. I think that's a hugely important way to move forward with your life, move forward in your goals, achieve more. Because, like I said, what got you where you are today won't get you where you're going without doing something a little different. Maybe it's more intensity. Maybe it's less intensity. Back off. Do less to achieve more of the things that you work on. If you're so busy, somebody the other day commented on how busy I seem to be, and it got me thinking a little bit about my goals for 2022 and reducing my load of tasks that I have to get done, and I'm going to be working on that. In fact, today I'm doing more of my more, better, faster, free strategy calls with the folks that have signed up. If you are interested in joining us for that, you can come on over to gpf.link/strategy. And we're talking about what you've accomplished and how you feel about the year that has passed. Are you satisfied? Is there some last push that you want to do to make some kind of a difference in your outcomes for the year? And planning and figuring out the goals for 2022. We're offering these free strategy calls at 9 a.m. It's a Zoom call, so in just about 15 minutes from now. And this is where I want to help you get ready for massive progress and achievement in 2022. This is called More, Better, Faster. It's part of a coaching I don't love the word coaching because people get all weird about it, but it's me advising, consulting, coaching, facilitating, and encouraging, really, in a group setting or a one-to-one setting, helping folks to be more effective at whatever it is they're wanting to do. You can come on over to gpf.link/strategy and join us for these calls. You can join one, you can join more. We got 3 more to go today, Thursday, and Friday, and then we'll be hitting the ground running in 2022 starting on Monday, the 3rd of January. I'll be back with this morning show every morning for the foreseeable future, and just having a good time. So please, I hope you can join us, gpf.link/strategy. If you've already signed up and you've got the link from yesterday or the day before, you don't need to go and register again. Just come on in and join us, and I'll see you in a little bit. But for now, I'm just going to say thanks for being here. Thank you for watching and listening to what I have to say. It is inspiring to me to be able to help and inspire and inform, educate, those kinds of things. And that's why I do what I do. I want to help more folks get their message out, get their thing accomplished, achieve more in their lives, in their businesses, in their careers, in their art, their creativity, whatever it is you're working on. I would love to be a part of making that happen for you on a bigger, better scale, making it happen for you a little faster, whatever it is you're going for. So that's my mission here, is to serve folks like you, creative folks, business folks, and get you out there accomplishing what you set out to do. So that's it for today's episode of Gordon in the Morning. That's the name of the show. I'll be back again tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. and I'll see you again really, really soon. Thanks for being here. Have a great day.